Have a little mercy.
Yeah.
Can I get half my money back?
Bro, you gotta go.
No, it's surrender, right? You played surrender, right? Can you put the dollar down and play surrender? That's a great Vegas joke that Andrew didn't get, but that was just for you, Bobby.
I did get it. I know what surrender is.
All right.
Yes.
Well, you haven't been to Vegas in, 12 years?
Oh, will you stop it?
Oh, I remember when you used to get to go all the time, Andrew. All the time. Then you decided to have a lot of kids.
Two back to back, and that all went bye-bye.
It's all gone. Are you having by the way, are you having the party on Saturday?
No.
No, after all that, no party on Saturday.
No, we got to go somewhere. We're going to go somewhere.
That is hilarious. Oh, my God, I'm looking at your bet.
Yes. That's what I was sending you.
All right, so I have, live at the Santa Fe station, I have a copy of Andrew's ticket. Does everybody want the barcode number so you can just go in and collect if he hits it?
Damn it.
Could you actually do that, Bobby? Could you just walk in with your ticket number and try for the best and go, hey, my ticket number is blah, 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 blah?
You know what? Man, how do I say this correctly without disparaging some of my former peers? It's not very difficult to get over on a lot of the people in sports books. But what people, they have like this vision of the guys behind the counter in sports books being like these sports gurus and how they know every ounce of every fiber of sports betting. Where in reality, if you walked in there and you gave the half these guys, I'd say more than half these guys behind the counter, including the supervisors, a 3-team parlay and asked them to calculate it in their head, they wouldn't even come close.
That's pretty bad.
It's really the kind of job now where they don't pay very well. So with anything else, especially in a place like Vegas where you can go become a bartender and make 70, 80 G's a year, why would you go make 16, 17 bucks an hour on salary to miss football your whole life? It's just
it's pretty rough. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame anybody. I am looking at a straight bet of $400 on Canelo Alvarez. God, it pains me to say that out loud. Because I know you're going to lose this, Andrew. God.
Oh, whatever, Lee.
I mean, your kids are going to get rickets. How are you going to buy milk for the kids?
Yeah, that was all Pacquiao, Jeff Horn. It's nothing. It's not out of my pocket.
Yeah, but the Pacquiao-Jeff Horn was an amazing bet. You could have been on a roll. You could have done something great with your life, like put it all on round 10, because I just gave it to you. No, I gave you round 10 for this fight, and everybody's listening right now. Round 10. With my luck, it'll be 11. I'm always off by one round. I mean, that's always the issue. I like rounds 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's the place I'm laying money. I do like I like Triple G by stoppage. I don't think he can knock him out. That's what I believe.
Like Cotto versus Margarito. You know, I bet Margarito that night, and I remember sitting there just biting my nails. Lee, Margarito lost that whole fight, the entire fight. But my thing was Cotto was going to get tired. Margarito would get him late. And it ended up happening, but, I mean, come on, seriously, Margarito was losing that fight big time, and it was probably the cement that got him the victory. Mostly every other time, the boxer always beats the pressure fighter. There's only been one fighter that has really had a lot of success against boxers, and that was Julio Cesar Chavez. And that's why I fell in love with that style of fighting, and I used to pick.
Whoa. You think you're going to get this fastball past me. You're trying to say that a boxer will always – the Sugar Ray Leonard will always beat a Marvin Hagler.
Well, Marvin Hagler was more of a boxer-puncher. I wouldn't call him – Hagler was not just a pressure fighter. I'm sorry.
He was a big-time pressure fighter.
No, yeah, but there was still a lot of technique behind that. Pressure –
Well, you're downplaying Triple G. What do you think –
I've never heard anyone say Triple G reminds me of Hagler. I've never heard that.
Can you name a bigger middleweight fight that even goes into the same discussion?
Well, then Hagler...
No. I mean, look, Canelo Triple G, right? Middleweight, however many crowns or whatever we're making up for this fight. I mean, this is on scale, right?
Yeah, 160, yes.
So it's on scale with Hagler Hearns, Hagler Lanner. It's that fight. It's the middleweight championship.
It's sold out. Las Vegas is sold out, Lee. The numbers should do good. Yes, I do think this is on that scale of one of our elite middleweight fights.
All right.
Is it? I think it's even bigger than Hopkins De La Hoya was.
Well, that's because Oscar gained weight and got paid.
Yeah, but at that time, those were two of our biggest names. Bernard had just beaten Trinidad, and Oscar was Oscar. But I think this weekend, there's a lot of excitement for these two fighters. I'm hoping that the pay-per-view does great.
So what you're saying is when Canelo goes down from the phantom kidney punch, right, the liver shot, the phantom liver shot?
Mexicans don't go down, Lee.
If Canelo goes down with the phantom liver shot, Andrew, will you ever say anything positive about Canelo again?
No, he turns into Fernando Vargas. I told you. If that dude loses on Saturday tomorrow night, he is the Fernando Vargas of this era. Yes, he's good against all little opposition, smaller junior middleweights, but in his two biggest fights of his life, he lost. That would be Fernando. And then when you look at him on the scale, just like Fernando, every time Fernando hit the scale, he's going to win this fight. Oh, my God, he's way more man than Oscar, right? People just looked at Fernando and thought he could beat up Oscar because he looked like he was from the streets more. Nah, hell no. They got in the ring. Oscar whooped his ass. Boxing always prevails. Skill always prevails. Triple G better bring some of that skill. See, what I think what happened to Triple G, Lee, he came into the sport with skill. This guy's a former Olympian, a medalist. He knew how to box. But then they kept putting average Joes in front of him, B-level fighters. Amana. Who the fuck is Amana? Rosado, Rubio, Macklin. The list goes on and on of just guys who have never... Dominic Wade. Who? Who are these people? Yeah, he's getting knockouts. Yeah, he's doing good. And he's also getting checks not to fight the real champs. Everyone keeps letting Triple G get away with that. This guy took 2 checks not to fight the 2 champions of that era, Martinez being one of them and Cotto being the other. But we say he's the most feared? Bullshit, he's the most feared. He was getting checks to not fight champions and getting checks to fight bums. And maybe bums is too strong of a word. Journeymen, gatekeepers, prospects, but nowhere will I say legend, nowhere will I say Hall of Famer or champion. Fuck out of here. I'm done with HBO. Look at HBO, they got their fight, but I'm going to go with the resume. I'm going to go with the skill. This kid, Saul Alvarez, he will become the face of boxing Saturday night, Lee. You watch.
All right. What would you like to add to that car crash, Bobby?
Look, Miklo better bring it. You know what I'm saying? Miklo better bring it. Miklo better bring it Saturday night because my boy's coming. Triple G's coming with some thunder. This dude doesn't. He guy puts his face into the punch.
I know.
He has one of them skulls that if you hit him with a baseball bat, he'd turn at you and laugh and be like, "Oh, okay, is that all you have?" He has one of these super genetic Eastern European freaks. The way his skull is formed. And the way he walks forward, I just don't know if Canelo's going to be able to hurt this guy. And I think that Canelo's going to be kind of shocked by the way this guy brings the thunder. And when he gets him to that point, when he really drags him out to the deep water and they're exchanging and they got to bite down on those mouthpieces, I know Canelo's game. I mean, come on. Like Andrew was saying, we all know Mexican fighters they're coming to fight, especially in a place like Vegas. Let me tell you what, the Canelo fans are showing out too. I was picking my girlfriend up from work earlier today, and she works at one of the properties right next to the T-Mobile Arena out at the pool, and it was jam-packed today. They didn't have a cabana for sale. There was a lot of Canelo fans out at that pool today. So they're going to be showing up. They're going to be showing out, but I think Miklo's going to be in big trouble, and he's going to need to hope that Montana shows up with a blade because he's getting thundered. I'm calling a Triple G late stoppage, referee stoppage. I don't know what round, but I think it's going to be a late stoppage, Triple G.
9, 10, 11, 12. 2 out of 3 of us are voting for late stoppage. One of us was dumb enough to bet on the other guy completely. Andrew. Here's the thing. Canelo has broken your heart before.
I know. No, and so is Mayweather, and I bet on both of them again.
No, Mayweather's. Here's the thing: Mayweather's never broken my heart.
Oh, bullshit.
You know what? Mayweather has always
Pacquiao.
won. Always.
No. He bit me on Pacquiao. No, for 5 years, I told people Pacquiao couldn't control that right hand. If he couldn't last with Marquez's, how the hell is he going to last with Mayweather? Mayweather fucking carries him for 12 rounds. Come on. No, Mayweather hurt me too. He hurt me again on McGregor. So I'll do the same with Canelo. But Lee, I'm telling you, this went. There was a lot of watching of past fights that made me come to this. Believe me, Bobby. I don't know if you listened before, but I had Triple G by knockout leading into this fight. What did it start? Like 2 years ago? It's always been Triple G. But then you start seeing things, him slowing down. The Kell Brook fight, he gets hurt twice. If you guys go back and watch that fight.
He threw the fight.
He gets rocked twice in that fight. He
threw the fight.
And then in the Daniel Jacobs fight, man, that's an excellent fight, yes. But, when I rewatch it, I still don't have him winning. And it's, this is a year later almost. He's still not winning this fight. So it's, his time is here. He's 36. He's 37. This is the biggest moment of his life. He better show up. But he looked aged. He looked aged and he looked gassed today on that scale. Saul didn't even look drained. He really didn't. It looked like and another thing people seem to forget on the Mayweather fight. Mayweather made Saul, and he didn't make him. But Mayweather played the whole you need to drop 2 more pounds to fight me thing, where Saul came in at 152 in that fight. Today he was at 160, and boy did he look in good shape. So I don't see weight drain being an issue. I don't see him.
By the way, he's not going to pass He's not going to pass the
drug test.
The drug test anyway. So what does it matter?
I would not. Hey, I'm just saying you hardly see Mexicans with that many abs. I'm just saying the last time we did, they both came up dirty.
That doesn't change the betting, does it? I mean, they'll do the payout as is. It doesn't really matter, right?
Doesn't. Nope. And whatever the decision is, as soon as that fight ends, go cash your ticket one way or the other. Don't stick around and hang on to your ticket.
Good for you, Andrew. Bet on the juiced horse, man. I swear to God, his abs were popped out twice. They were so far out.
Hey, the only thing that sucks is Vargas came in juiced and still got knocked out. So who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Guess what? Guys that are on steroids still strike out.
Yeah.
It still happens. That'll do it. Hopefully you get a chance to watch the fight. Everybody gets a chance to watch the fight. We'll recap the fights on Sunday. We'll recap the UFC on Sunday. We'll recap football before it starts on Sunday, except we probably won't because we'll probably record directly after the fight because these two guys will be lit up like Christmas trees wanting to discuss what happened right after the fight. But you'll get to hear it on Sunday morning.
Or I'll be crying, Lee.
I so hope you are. So, so Bobby, I want to lay 100 on 9, 10, 11, and 12. How rich am I going to be from my $400 investment?
Let's see. It depends on you're going with the Golovkin to end it those ways, correct?
Yeah. Golovkin by K.
Okay.
Yeah, stoppage, yeah.
Plus, Golovkin wins in rounds 9 through 12 plus 491.
I'm taking that bet. Why don't I just bet the straight 400 on plus 491? Ugh.
Yep, 5 Dimes has it. Let's see. Hold on. I'll tell you what other shop has it. Let's see here. Hold on. Got my little... So many numbers here. I'm too late for this nonsense.
5 to 1. How do you not take 5 to 1? I don't know what... So I'm going to explain a philosophy that I have that I've never shared on this show because I do go to Vegas quite a bit. First of all you people who go to Vegas, you're ridiculous. You guys think you're going to actually hit a jackpot? You're not. Okay? A good trip to Vegas is somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. That's a really good trip to Vegas. So your goal should be to win between $1,000 and $2,000. So I'm going to explain it even further. If you take $1,000 with you and you make about 20% on your money, which you can consistently do if you're willing to get up and walk away from the table. Again, Bobby, people don't get this, but if you do any kind of slot play consistently or even table play over an extended amount of time, 20% is a pretty straight, easy make. Explain to me why everybody has to have this jackpot or they just don't feel like they've been to Vegas.
Well, I think a lot of it is, we're in a generation where we want instant gratification, and people in general, Americans,